Right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for coming and your patience as we try to get a few things sorted out. Welcome to our white coat ceremony. So this is our traditional ceremony which marks the transition from the preclinical or the didactic teaching part of the course to the clinical year, where the students will then go to the science schools and continue for another year before they then actually graduate at the end of that time. It's been a long road, and I know the students have worked very hard. There are always challenges in the road to success, and that sort of makes you appreciate it a bit more. So we have the pleasure, and first of all, I think we need to give the family and friends a round of applause because you guys have supported them. You have supported them for the period of time that they have been here, and I can't tell you how important that support really is. Being away from home and having that anchor is what often gets students through their time here. Okay? Every single person at some point or the other in the career or the career as a student gets to that point where you wonder, why am I here? What am I doing? Okay? Even if you're doing very well, even if you're at the top of the class, it happens to everybody. And part of that is being away from home. So you guys as the anchor back home, and when you've come to visit as well, though sometimes you kind of distracted them, but a lot of the times that is what gets them through the period here. So we'd just like to welcome you, and I hope that you take great pride and appreciation in what they have achieved thus far. I now have the pleasure of welcoming up Dr. Sam Shields, who is our Assistant Dean of Student Affairs. She, over time, has always gotten to know our students very well, whether it is just for advice or whether it is counseling. She really steps in and goes above and beyond, apart from her normal teaching duties. So this is above and beyond. And I think the class recognizes that and has asked that she give their address today. So without any further ado, I'd like to welcome up Dr. Shields.
Thank you. I have to start by, I was going to put this on. I just received this lovely gift from the class, which is their class mascot, or, mascot, I guess, symbol, the elephant. So I was going to wear it, but I didn't know. So anyways, thank you. Good afternoon. Family and friends of the White Coat recipients, I'd like to mirror what Dr. Lee just said, and that is to thank you, first of all, for being here today, but also for all of the support and love that you have given these very soon-to-be veterinarians over their journey here thus far. Each one of these individuals is a terrific person, and much of that has to do with the influence and the love and the support that you've given them. So thank you for that. Next, to the elephants. I want to thank you for allowing me the honor of being your speaker today. I cannot express how very much it means to me. I'm going to try not to cry. I would like to start by saying, yay, you have made it to a very exciting milestone in your career, which is your clinical year. Congratulations. Although it's hard to believe, I can still vividly remember the day that I found out that I got into the University of Florida for my clinical year. I went to St. George's, so went through a similar program to what these guys did. The emotions when I found that out ranged from ecstatic to frozen anxiety. I certainly questioned whether I was prepared, whether I was going to be on par with the University of Florida students. Well, the clinical year at University of Florida was the start of one of definitely the best years of my life. I was prepared, I was on par with the University of Florida students, and sometimes even more so. And I was going to be okay. And you guys are going to be okay too. You are prepared, you're very prepared. And during that year, my clinical year, and the years since, which are actually many, many more than I would like to admit, I have learned a lot about life as a veterinarian, and really life in general. So I put together an updated top 7 life lesson list that I hope that you can ponder and maybe take with you on your continued journey through this profession and life. Number 1, take care of you. This is really number 1. It is now a well-known fact that veterinary medicine is a profession with an exceptionally high rate of suicide. Emotional fatigue and compassion fatigue, it's a real thing. All of you are so caring and so giving, and I see it in you every single day, and I see it in you even in your interactions within the St. Matthew's community. These traits are what are going to make you excellent veterinarians, but they also are what make you prone to compassion fatigue. Like many other caregiving professions, you will deal with death and illness every day. You will have to deliver bad news to clients about their beloved family member. You will have to deal with animal cruelty, and you will sometimes watch your clients struggle with financial burdens associated with the needs of their pets. According to Elizabeth Strand, who is the founding director of veterinary social work at the University of Tennessee College of Veterinary Medicine, research shows that veterinarians face ethical dilemmas 3 to 5 times per week, and that is the primary contributor to compassion fatigue. It is our ethical responsibility to do the best for our patients, but if we do not keep ourselves well, then we cannot continue to do that. And in fact, we are useless to help our patients, our clients, and others in the community. So how do you do that? Easier said than done. Well, one way is to build resilience. Get adequate sleep, good nutrition. You knew nutrition had to be mentioned at some point. And exercise. Take time to relax and commit to non-veterinary related hobbies and activities. Do things that make you feel good and relieve stress. Running, expressive writing, meditation, whatever it is, figure it out and do it. Spend time with your family, engage with coworkers, connect to people and your surroundings. Sounds easy? I know it isn't, but you need to make it a priority. This is something I struggled with probably the most, and over many years I finally started to appreciate the importance of this life lesson and now make it my #1 priority, which is why I'm going to excuse myself a little early from this to go see my daughter's Christmas play. But I did not and would not have missed this very special occasion with these people that are very, very important to me. So you need to do the same. You need to make this your #1 priority. #2, be humble. It's easy when you don the white coat and put, what you're about to do very soon, as soon as I stop talking, and put your doctor before your name, you start to lose this trait. Hermie Chinova wrote an article in the Canadian Medical Association Journal, and I want to quote some of the points that he makes because I feel he does an excellent job at summarizing this life lesson for us. He writes, physicians, in our case veterinarians, who lack humility talk at their patients or their clients. Physicians who maintain humility talk with their patients or their clients. He goes on to say that talking or partnering with patients or clients can promote empathetic connections. Does this sound familiar, by the way?
Yes.
Collaboration. It was a test clash. Clinical skills. I don't know if you all got it. Which may decrease the risk of veterinary burnout and enhance the likelihood of job satisfaction. Perhaps the most humbling of all is accepting that anyone can make a mistake. It's okay to make a mistake. But typically, INTJ, Myers-Briggs personality types that veterinary students and veterinarians have, is unforgiving when we make mistakes. The emotional toll for veterinarians involved in mistakes such as medical errors can be huge. They can experience feelings of guilt, depression, and loss of confidence. This can happen to anyone, but most worrisome are veterinarians that don't know what they don't know. So know your limitations, learn from your mistakes, don't make the same mistake twice. Humility is an important driver that commits veterinarians to continually pursuing knowledge. #3, work hard and seek mentorship. The habits and skills you learn over the next 2 to 3 years will be the ones that stick with you. In your clinical year, take lots of cases, especially the ones that scare and overwhelm you. Ask lots of questions, study hard, arrive early, stay late. Soak up every opportunity to learn. During your clinical year and in the first years as a new graduate, seek mentoring and work hard to develop technical skills as well as the soft skills that will mold you into a compassionate and competent veterinarian. There is a cardinal rule in clinics that you should follow. Do not go home until everyone else has gone home. That includes faculty and all house officers. Asking to leave early will not go over well. The hard work and commitment will pay off in spades, I promise. Number 4, communicate and work well with others. Be a team player. Help your colleague draw blood from that difficult dog. Remember that you may need help at some point too. Remember, an owner, a colleague, a clinician form their opinion of you within the first 10 seconds. Be professional, stay at eye level with them, shake their hand, pet their pet, engage, and communicate effectively. Sound familiar? And this is not from clinical skills. Don't have tunnel vision is number 5. Well, each of you probably has an idea, if not are dead set, Anthony, on what you want to do with this profession. Keep an open mind. You never know where this ever-expanding opportunity and very unique field, veterinary medicine, will lead you. There's nothing but options. Industry, public health, research, government, academics, and aquatics. You may end up somewhere you never knew was a possibility. I certainly never thought that I would end up in academics. Actually, the last thing in the world I would have pictured myself doing is academics. If you allow yourself to explore, grow, learn, keep your doors open, you may be surprised where your dreams take you. Experience all that you can. Number 6, build your emotional intelligence. This one kind of somewhat summarizes many of the other life lessons I've spoken of. Veterinarians tend to be excellent at analytical thinking and tend to be a little bit weaker at doing the feeling thing, the handling conflict, and the reading emotions of others, aka empathy. We need to work on building self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management. Many difficult situations in practice have very little to nothing to do with the actual practice of veterinary medicine. People with high emotional intelligence have the following traits. They are not perfectionists. They are able to balance work and play. They embrace change. They don't get easily distracted, Anthony. They are empathetic. They know their strengths and weaknesses. They are self-motivated. They do not dwell in the past. They focus on the positive, and they set boundaries. On average, every point increase in emotional intelligence adds $1,300 to your annual salary. There's a statistic to consider. Grow as a person. Number 7, the last life lesson I'm going to give you today is the golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated, and treat their pets as though it was your own pet. Really, if we could all just follow this life lesson, the world would be a better place. Work with financial constraints as best you can. Always offer the best quality of care, but if your client cannot afford that work within their constraints to the best of your ability. It is amazing how animals can survive, sometimes despite what we do. Be kind and give back to the community. As veterinarians, we are respected by the community. Get involved and utilize the skills you have acquired to better yourself, better the people and animals around you. Your clients will come from every walk of life in that community, and because you care for one of their family members and a very important part of their life, they will value you. Value them and their pets always. So I hope you can take some of these life lessons to heart, think of them, and learn from them over the coming year and years. St. Matthew's has provided you with a useful toolbox. Over the past 7 semesters, this toolbox has been filled with technical skills and non-technical skills that are necessary to succeed in clinical year, but also in the years ahead as a veterinarian. All the necessary tools are there. You just need to dig into that box and utilize them and what you have been given and worked so hard to acquire. There will be days that you don't feel adequate for one reason or another, whether it be that you can't answer a question during medicine rounds or you missed a subtlety on a radiograph. But those are the days you need to dig deeply into that toolbox and know that you have the knowledge, compassion, and dedication that is necessary to succeed. I am extremely honored to have gotten to know most of you on both a professional as well as a personal level. I can honestly say that you have enriched my life, made me a better faculty member, administrator, and person. For this, I thank you. So, now before we end, I would like to say a few words to each of you individually. In no specific order. Marina, you are a rock. I do not know how you do all that you do. You have been actively involved in every facet of this university and this community. student clubs, SAVMA, community service, the list goes on and on. Oh, and you've also been a full-time veterinary student in an accelerated program. You are amazing. What is most admirable is that you have done all of this with grace and professionalism. I've gotten to know you pretty well over the past few semesters in particular, and I truly have enjoyed our interactions we have had, and I will miss you. You've been a rock for so many people at this school. These traits are going to not just make you a good veterinarian, but an excellent one. Never change who you are. Charnay, you have so much maturity, strength, and drive. I admire you more than you know. I have so enjoyed our chats. I will miss them and my basil plants. And your positive outlook on just about everything. You are a natural academically, but you also have compassion, sincerity, and a true concern for both four- and two-legged beings. This is rare and special. I can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. Sam, first of all, you have the best name. Your calm and quiet nature is refreshing. I've enjoyed getting to know you over your time at St. Matthew's, and I have really come to respect that although quiet, when you do speak up, it is usually because you have something valuable and important to say. You have been a little bit like class mom along the way and ensure everyone is organized, right up to some of the white coats being ironed today. You have also been so actively involved in St. Matthew's and worked hard to make this a better place. Despite sometimes stressful situations, as class representative for instance, you keep your cool and you are just a genuine pleasure to be around. Anthony, first couple of semesters were a little stressful and it took some time for you to settle in. Last week we had a chance to chat on the way to campus and you mentioned the word drama. I kind of giggled to myself. I know you questioned being here and being away from support, but you very quickly settled in and became such an important and integral part of the St. Matthew's family. I have learned and very much come to respect the fact that you are passionate and fiercely loyal to those you love, including the four-legged ones. You are also passionate beyond words about this profession, and you have worked so hard. I know what you want, emergency, and you strive to be the best that you can be. Island life has relaxed you just a little bit, so take a little bit of the island life mentality with you to reduce the drama and stress of clinics. You're gonna shine. Alexandria, one word immediately came to mind as soon as I started to write about you. That word is determination. You have a strong will and you do not give up easily. This has certainly gotten you far and will continue to do so. It is a very admirable trait. So keep working hard, don't lose sight of what you want, becoming a veterinarian. Nitzan, you are loving, caring, and have consideration for everyone and everything. You are a genuine and grounded person. These are amazing traits as a veterinarian. You are always working to take care of others. A very small example is how you basically helped me run Marvet, even when you didn't take part in the program. I don't know what I would have done without you last year, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do without you next year. But remember, also take care of you. You have come so far in this program, and I have seen you grow as a student and as a person. You also decided to have a baby along the way, so it hasn't been without challenges, but you have taken them head on and overcome them in spades. You truly are a joy. Larissa, absolutely, last but not least, you are my nutrition soulmate. No one understood my love for omega-3s until you came along. You have a heart of gold and are there for others when they need you. I admire your concern for others and willingness to always help. As I mentioned earlier, suicide is a very big and very real problem in this profession, and wellness is a word that we now talk about a lot. You were a big part of initiating the first Wellness Week here at St. Matthew's. That shows your level of commitment to your friends and colleagues and to this profession. That is something you should be very proud of. I know I am. I will miss our meetings and I will miss your support tremendously. So, just reading through all of that, I got thinking about all the things I was talking about in life lessons and all the traits that make really great veterinarians, and I'm pretty sure I just mentioned every single one of those when I talked about you guys. So, pretty awesome. I can honestly say you have each brought something special to the school. I wish you all the best of luck in life and in this profession. please, please, please keep in touch with us. We love to know what you're doing and how you're doing. You'll be greatly missed. There will be a huge void here on campus without your presence, but we are also extremely excited to see and hear about all the wonderful things that you're about to accomplish. I love you all, and congratulations.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Shields, for those very sage words. I know she told you guys a lot, but I hope that at least some of that sank in, okay? And I'd just like to add at this point that, you know, it's always a tremendous joy for us to see the success of our students. You know, we try very hard to work with each and every student and make sure that they're successful in their own ways. Each is a little bit different. And over the 7 semesters that you guys are here, you really do become part of the fabric of St. Matthew's. So I know sometimes you hear us say it and it seems like we say it over and over, but it is always amazing that how the succeeding semesters after you guys leave, you know, sort of fill in that void and all of a sudden become other versions of you guys. So I look forward to seeing what we have coming up, but we will definitely miss you. Okay, you guys, without a doubt, each and every one of you contribute to what St. Matthew's is. So take that with you. You will succeed with whatever other endeavors you engage in, even after graduation and becoming veterinarians. That's just the beginning. Okay, you have a lot in front of you. All right, that's still not my talk.
All right.
Can't do that. I would now like to welcome up Dr. Charles Dickinson, who is our head of the clinical department, who will provide our white coats, and also Dr. Lawrence Acker, who will do the pinning for SAVMA for the students. If you come up. All right, I'll call your names and then you come across and get your coats. Ready? You know he has to get ready.
That can take a while.
All right. So first we have Alexandria Charles, who's going to the University of Illinois.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Dr. Oh, I thought you were taking a picture.
Video.
Can I just add one more thing? Alexandria has kept her faith as she's gone, and we wanted to present her family, her father and I, and brother with the gift of the cross. She's kept her faith in God the whole time doing
Next we have, and I got chastised before, so I'll make sure I pronounce the name properly. We now have Sam Moore, going to the University of Georgia. I skipped. I was so nervous trying to get it right. Sam Moore.
He was so excited.
Exactly, to get it right.
I will be next.
There we go.
All right, back on track. Now we have Nitsan Hakim going to Oklahoma State University. Larissa Munoz going to Washington State University. Solomon.
I got excited.
Look at me.
Thank you.
Tamara Shani Thompson, University of Georgia. I think that's it. Last but not least, by any means, Anthony White.
We made sure it was.
It's doing it,
Do the princess wave.
The princess like this.
Do we sit down now?
All right, pictures.
Okay. Let's act like we like each other. Well,
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
I don't know where I'm looking. I don't either.
Everywhere. Same time.
At the same time.
Cross your eyes. Yes.
I'm in the bag.
I got you.
You're not. You didn't see that.
1, 2, 3.
You can probably guess what it was, though. Oh, one more.
Here we go, guys. One more. Coming back. 1, 2. I'll come on. Take this one. Tell me what to do.
So you want to watch me? Come on. With his cell phone.
All right, we'll have the opportunity to take some more.
Okay.
I'd now like to welcome up the president of our business association. Sorry, we're out of order as well. Of our student association. We have Ms. Rachel Schneider, who is the vice president, and she will give awards.
Good evening. As Dr. Lee mentioned, I am the Vice President of SAVMA, or Student Government here at St. Matthews. Firstly, as you notice, under each student's seat, there is an envelope. These envelopes contain messages of encouragement from students and faculty. So, to start, it is my great pleasure that I will present the following certificates to those who have acted as student representatives and who have held positions on SAVMA. The Class Representative Award is awarded to students who have acted as liaisons of their classmates, communicated directly with faculty, who have scheduled class meetings and activities, and have attended bi-weekly meetings directed about concerns and questions for students. So firstly, I'd like to present the First Class Representative Award to Marina. And of course, long-standing class representative. Second award goes to Sam Moore. Next, I would like to present the SAVMA President Award to Marina. So, as Marina's last official duty as SAVMA President, she will give out the rest of the awards to her classmates who served on the SAVMA board.
Thank you, Rachel. First, I would like to point out that my lovely family is sitting right over there, but my family is also sitting to my right. I I am proud to be a part of a class who is so active in the community, and I am honored to present the following awards to my classmates. Each of you have left a mark on the school, our student body, and especially on me. Whew, okay. The following students have volunteered their time to plan events and attend meetings to make our experience here at St. Matthew's as smooth and stress-free as possible. With that said, it is my pleasure to present the Treasure Award to Sam Moore. Sam, thank you for having the patience to handle all of our finances. You've been a huge help. We couldn't have done it without you. The next award is the Delegate Award, and this goes to Charnay Thompson. Charnay is the person who takes all of these scholarships and grant information that benefits us and shares it with the whole community. This allows students, as you know, who don't have loans, to go ahead and grab whatever they can to go ahead and succeed in their career. She also has represented our school at conferences as well, and has also been a great help, even though she doesn't think she has. The next award is the Social Chair Award, and of course, this goes to Anthony. As you can see, Anthony is a big ball of energy, and so he spent an entire year creating events for us, and not only creating the events, but spending the entire event barbecuing for us with his really good chicken skills. The last award goes to the Secretary of SAVMA, which was Larissa Munoz. It has been a blessing to be a part of a class that holds so much diversity and remains united. We have known each other for 837 days and have spent many, many hours together. Like any family who spends that much time together, you're bound to drive each other crazy. So I'd like to thank you all for your patience, for putting up with me, the many laughs we shared, and the incredible amount of support I've received from each of you. Next up. In light of the holiday season, I would like to gift an ornament to each of you. Since we are going to be veterinarians, of course, and we love animals, I've chosen for them to be our spirit animals. So this is what I believe represents each of you. The first student goes to Nitsan. Similar to a kangaroo, your symbol, you can come on. Similar to a kangaroo, you are a symbol of strength and motherhood. I have seen you jump over obstacles and come back even stronger. Your determination is inspiring, and just as a kangaroo, you provide a safe and nurturing home for your family. And you're extremely caring and supportive for the family and the people that you love, that you hold dear to your heart. However, what people do not know and do not see in you with that beautiful smile of yours is that you are tough as a rock. You're a soldier, you're extremely brave as well as fearless. You're an incredible person, and I am utterly grateful to call you a friend. Next is Anthony.
Oh, Jesus.
Just like a lion, come on. You symbolize strength and pride. Your beautiful locks can make anyone jealous, and we both know you can make yourself heard for all to hear your roar. You protect your friends, and you're loyal to the people you love. And of course, just like a lion, you appreciate a good nap. I can't imagine this journey without your smile, laughter, and petty jokes. Petty jokes. I will miss you, and I know Illinois' cardiology department is about to gain the best intern since Christina Yang. Just us. Next up goes to someone who's very special and who has put up a lot with me, is Larissa. Of course, I would choose a Labrador as her spirit animal, as she has two beautiful labs at home. You're playful and goofy, and you're always the life of the party. Every party. But you're also always there when I needed a friend. Just like a lab, you'll jump on my bed with joy and celebrate my victories with me. And when I'm feeling down, you'll come right beside me and give me a hug. You're so special. And I'm glad. I do a Kim Kardashian cry. I'm glad to call you a friend. And wouldn't have chosen anyone else to be my roommate. I couldn't have survived at school without your support. And I'm looking forward to our new adventures in Washington. It's a lot harder than I thought. And I'm stuck with you for another year. Okay. Next person is Charnay. Precision. Precision, focus, strength, power, athleticism, determination, fearlessness. Some of the many words to describe you. You're one of a kind, and just like a shark, you're always on the move and on your way to the top of the chain of success. Those who do not know you may describe you as intimidating, just like a shark. But luckily, I had the opportunity to befriend you and see how incredibly caring and loyal you are to your people, my people. I know that a few years from now, I'm going to be sitting back at the beach and reading about your success, cheering you on. Next up, Alexandria. Whew, girl, you can make me laugh. Any hour and any day, even when you're not trying to. You're bold, fearless, and always speak your mind. I know most of you were expecting me to bring out Jackson the chameleon. But I have chosen an orca. Like a killer whale, you have high energy and have no problem expressing yourself and vocalizing what you want or need. Your confidence is refreshing and your laughter is contagious. All 25 different laughs of yours. I could watch you all day and be entertained. Thank you for making classes fun. You'll be very missed. Lastly, Sam. Sam, you are extremely kind, humble, and your spiritual outlook in life are qualities few people share and qualities we all admire. Like an elephant, you are incredibly intelligent as well as empathetic. You are one of the most caring and compassionate people amongst us, always taking care of us as if we were your family. If all of that wasn't enough, you have the most genuine laugh, accompanied by a great sense of humor that catches us by surprise a lot of the time. I am so fortunate to call you a friend and hope that we continue this friendship for years to come. As Dr. Shields mentioned, our class mascot is an elephant. And what happened is our first day of class, we chose this mascot to represent the class. We chose an elephant for the wonderful qualities they symbolize, as they were everything we said we wanted to be and have: perseverance, patience, professionalism, empathy, and collaboration. I think we could all agree that Sam has portrayed every one of those qualities with grace and humility. I love you all, and I'm so proud to have spent these past few years with you. We made it. Congratulations.
And then since Marina gave the class talk, I think now is the closing remarks.
They're my family, I had to.
I don't know if Washington State knows what they're in for. Between Marina and Larissa, I can only wish them well. But no, that's a perfect example of what I mean. You know, we have a very small school, but it allows our students, as well as faculty, to really build bonds, which last forever. So I can only, again, wish you guys well. All right, at this time, I think I'm going to get correct this time. And now I can welcome up the president of VBMA, which is the Veterinary Business Management Association, Megan Chalajian.
However, it is a nationally recognized association, and certain students in this class have been members. And basically, these students go to lectures and they learn how to own and run a veterinary clinic. And after attending approximately 16 hours of these lectures, they're awarded with a certificate and a pin. And so today, 2 members are going to get pinned, and they're going to get their certificates at a later date. So let me welcome and congratulate Marina. And Sam Moore. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Megan. I now have the pleasure of handing out, an award for, we normally do 2 awards, which would be the Valedictorian Award and then the Dean's Award. Valedictorian this year is Lauren Harper, but she's not with us. So, I have the pleasure of handing out the Dean's Award. And the Dean's Award is given in commemoration of the hard work and dedication, a life of service by one of our earlier deans, Dean Bill Wagner, who has since unfortunately passed away. So with it, the award is given to the student which embodies or really and truly represents what St. Matthews is. So it's a combination of, yes, academic performance, but also service in the community, but I think even more importantly, service to their colleagues. So this year I have great pleasure, really great pleasure, of awarding this prize to none other than Marina Solomon. And now I welcome up Larissa Munoz to do the class talk, part 2.
Well, Marina kind of summed it up. So I'm just here to close it out. For almost my entire life, my answer to the question, what do you want to be when you grow up, was super simple, a veterinarian. I didn't have much of a vision of what that actually meant. I just knew that I wanted to be one. And then today, look at us all now. We did the damn thing. Charnay, thank you for being the one who constantly reminded me that the secret to happiness is not letting the noise of others' opinions drown out my own inner voice. Sam, I have truly never met someone so kind and genuine. You really carved an entirely new meaning of the term friend in my heart. Anthony, thank you for constantly lifting up my spirits every single day with your corny jokes, and I hope that you never forget what's funnier than 24.
What about?
Alexandria, I don't recall a single day where I saw you unhappy, and I hope that you continue to never let anyone diminish your shine. Marina, you know, I had this big speech for you, but I don't want to cry live, so thank you for becoming part of my family, and I cannot wait to continue this journey with you in Washington. And finally, Nitsan, aka Wonder Woman, taking care of not only 1 but 2 children during vet school. You inspire me every single day. I can only hope to become half the woman that you are. Lastly, I want to thank every single person that came out here today. None of us could have gone through this difficult journey without all of your love and support. We owe this all to you. Thank you.
That was wonderful, Larissa. Short and to the point.
She learned that from me.
Oh, okay.
I did not learn.
You guys will be happy to know that I actually wrote a speech for you. Took me a lot of time. There's been a lot of advice given for today, so I will try my best to sum it up as succinctly as Larissa did it as well. Some time ago, I was in that Temple of Iron, otherwise known as World Gym down the road, where something blasted across one of the TV screens, and I was surprised at where it came across, but it was really poignant. And it said, a teacher's job is to open the door. A student's job is to walk through. So today, you guys are walking through that door. You have made us proud over the years, and Dr. Shields and I talk a lot about this, where it's fun to see how students change over the time that they've been here. Some of us, like Anthony, has never lost that energy that he came in with, but that's good. But it's really a wonderful thing because you guys don't realize it, but you're preparing yourself for the success as veterinarians. And all the little things that you learn, the camaraderie, forgetting the academics, the soft skills which Dr. Shields spoke about, is what really is going to make you successful as veterinarians. So there's 7 things I'd like you guys to remember. 1, when you eventually graduate and you finish your clinical year, your responsibility is going to be to your clients. Okay? They trust a member of their family to you. That is a sacred trust. So it's left to you to always honor that trust. You're going to have the responsibility of your patients in your hands as well. So that means everything that Dr. Shields said, showing up early, staying late, making sure you go that extra mile. You won't win all of them, but at least you gave it your best. You're going to have that responsibility to your colleagues. Your colleagues are going to rely on you. The same way that you relied on each other to get through the 7 semesters here, other colleagues you're going to meet along the way are going to rely on you. So be that responsible person that you guys have shown yourselves to be. You are actually going to take on the responsibility of the profession. Once you become veterinarians, you are going to represent veterinarians all across the world, wherever you go. The time someone knows that you're a veterinarian, remember we are the most trusted profession. And that means you are the face of the profession. So always think about the way in which you portray yourself. Think of the way you dress, think of the way you talk, think of the way you behave. There's always somebody who's going to recognize and acknowledge, even if they don't tell you anything, and they're going to be impressed. A lot of persons make career decisions and life decisions based on impacts individual persons have upon them. So be that impact. You're going to have that responsibility for the community, not just as a veterinary profession, but as individuals playing a role within a community. A lot of you actually were involved in the local Cayman community, whether it was volunteering at some of the animal charities or other events. And that should follow you wherever you go. Become part of that community. Veterinarians are leaders. In this day and age, we all have responsibility for the environment. As simple as that may seem, we have that responsibility to watch our carbon footprints, look at how we dispose of waste from our practices. All of those can impact the future. You can make that difference individually. You will have the responsibility for your family and friends. They have been there for you, they have supported you, they have invested in you. You've made them proud thus far, but it never stops. It's your job to make them proud for the rest of their lives, for your lives. Okay? You have to think it's not just for yourself, it is for others. And then last but not least, you have the responsibility for yourselves. Dr. Shields really went in on this, and it's very important. You have to find that life balance. I know most of you have managed to do it through school, but it's important that when you get into the world of work, you continue to do it. When you get that first job, employers are famous for wanting the last ounce of your blood, but you have to be able to find your balance. You are no good to anyone if you break down. Okay? And don't be afraid to reach reach out to your friends, reach out to your colleagues, reach out to faculty. If you need to talk to somebody, reach out. Be healthy, be strong, and be successful. So that's it for my speech. I just really want to say that you guys have made me proud. I have enjoyed interacting with you over the 7 semesters you guys have been here. I know some of you used to show up in my office and try your best to disturb me, but I enjoyed that. I love interacting with you guys, and you guys give us the energy. So continue on, make us successful, and I know you guys will be the future. So congratulations once again. Can we give them a round of applause? With that, I'd like to bring the proceedings to a close. There are some refreshments, and the class has gone above and beyond to put up, I guess, your photo booth. So we have a wonderful area to take pictures. So please stick around, have some refreshments, and take some pictures. Thank you very much once again. There's also a slideshow, so one last thing.
At 6 o'clock from 6 to 7, we're going to go to Tilly's for a social hour. If you want to attend, there's some appetizers and alcoholic as well as non-alcoholic beverages that you can have. If you want to buy the tickets, go ahead and see either Sam or I. We'd love to have you.